Yeah. So what we have to understand is that what all are the keywords here that will be keyed in by the user. How users will be searching, for what all things they'll be searching, based on which we have to show Canva as the top search result. So to understand that, we first have to build the persona of your audience. You need to understand who your audience are. So the first question that the SEO of Canva has to ask the executives is that, who all are your customers? How does your customer look? What is the age of the customer? What is his job? What is the gender of the customer? And while searching for what does Canva fit in? So these are the questions that you need to ask. So one example persona that we have put here, this example is for restaurants. So for something like Zomato. Now we have the age, gender, the status, what kind of person it is and what he's looking for. You'll have to build a persona like this. So in your example, for Canva, what you'll have to do is that when you ask this question, you'll be having answers like, we are looking for, we have the customers that we are looking for us are like birthday photography, some functions photography, because Bangalore is known for younger people. So we'll be positioning for birthday photography or some functions. So then you will know that the people that we are looking for are aged between 30 and 40. People are having kids and who will be having some functions at home or some outside. So aged between 30 and 40, and which kind of people will do that? There will be only people with a particular level of income and above. So now you narrow down people between 30 and 40, can be male or female, and it will be mostly family people who are working in bigger corporates. So you have this list of identifiers for your audience, and then based on that you ask this question: how this person will be looking out for? What all keywords he will be using? So one thing would be best photographers in Bangalore. That's the most. See, Canva is coming here. This is search engine marketing. So if you come down again, Canva will be there. So best photographers in Bangalore, that is one thing. Then there might be other things like best photographers for birthday programs in Bangalore. So this is how it works. So you have to list down all these keywords. You will have to understand your customer. First, you will have to understand your audience, who all are the target customer, and among those customers, try to build the segments. And in those segments, see how your users will, what all will the users be typing for. What all will be they looking for? They might be looking for best photographers, best birthday photographers, best portrait photographers. They can even be looking for they won't usually look for cheap photographers. That's not a good keyword, because when you're having a function, you don't generally look for very cheap stuff. You might look for something like, when you're selling a treadmill, or you're looking for the best price, you might go for one example is OnePlus 3 cheapest. See, cheapest is coming here, because for OnePlus 3 phone, people will look for the cheapest option. Which website will be selling OnePlus 3 cheapest? That you'll do. But when it comes to photography, if you try to understand the customer, you'll know that you won't type cheap photographers. You won't do that. So you'll always write best photographers, or you say premium photography options in Bangalore. These are just examples I'm just throwing out. Let's see what happens. So again, Canva is coming. It's coming third. So this has been optimized even for the word premium. So in that way, you'll have to build the example persona of the people, just like the way it has been built here for restaurants. Whereas in one persona, we have a family man who is looking for fine dining restaurant. In the other example, you have a college-going kid, and looking for cheap restaurants. So in this way, you'll have to build your audience, and among your audience, you'll have to bring up the segments. And in these segments, you need to see for each segment, what are the keywords that they will be using. Would they look for best photographers? Would they look for cheap photographers? You need to brainstorm that. These are the questions that as an SEO, you'll have to ask your executives. So in any business, right, people will not come forth with the right input. You'll have to probe as an expert. When you claim that you're an expert in SEO, it's not just that you know all the tools and techniques, but you also need to know what are the right questions that you have to ask. So at this point, at the beginning, what you have to ask is that who are our customers? How do we understand our customers? What all things are our customers looking for? What all are the keywords that our customers will be keying in? Once you have the set of keywords, that's when you start the optimization work. So coming again on the keywords, why it is important? Because as I said earlier, it's not like human beings going to a website. The search engines work with something called natural language processing. So as part of how search engine works, it would have already crawled and stored indexed, done everything with your website. It has the website with you with the search engine. Now when the user types a query, it has to do the ranking. To do the ranking, it will go through all the occurrence of the keyword, and after for those keywords, it will go through the websites and scan. So these keywords are important. The first step of ranking would be done based on the keyword. Before you jump into relevancy, how relevancy is measured is based on keywords. So to get into keywords, first thing is that you need to understand your customers, what they are looking for, what their needs are, and how they'll be keying in all this information. Once you have the list of keywords, then that's when you start the actual on-page optimization. Okay. Now, before we go into the optimization area, once you go through the customers, you will understand what all keywords they'll be using. After that, you will have to use certain Google tools like Google Trend and Google Keyword Planner in understanding the volume of search for these keywords. So is it fine till now? Is the importance of keywords and the relevance of keywords understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So to understand the search volume, we have to go for Google Trends. So Google Trends and Google Keyword Planner, these are the two tools that Google gives you as a marketing guy to understand the volume of keywords. So Google Trends is nothing but google.co trends or trends.google.com. So here you can explore topics. You can type in stuff and see how search is working. I mean, what is the volume of each of these keywords? So we type again pediatrician. So here it will show all the statistics. It will show it is actually global. So it shows you across regions how it is, and the number that you see is not absolute number. It's not easy to understand the Google Trends. Google Trend it's not about absolute numbers. It's all about the trend, the current trend. So the first one will always be 100. It's a trend given. So what it essentially means is that when you say Canada 28 and India 6, it only means that Canada is lesser than US when it comes to search of pediatricians, and India is much lesser. It's around 6. So it's like around 6% of the search. If 100 searches are happening in US for pediatricians, only 6 are happening in India. So you will get to know about this comparison. Now within India, if you click on that entry of India, you will get to know what is happening inside this. So inside India, the #1 area for pediatrician search is happening in Telangana. So you have all these maps over here, which shows search interest. So it shows all these numbers, and within Karnataka, if you go for, you will see what are the numbers. See here, it's only Bangalore put, so we are not able to compare with other cities, and there will be other related topics. So along with the pediatrician, another related topic that people searched was Whitefield, Bangalore. So usually, I think what happened is that they would have searched. Most of the users would have searched pediatricians in Whitefield, Bangalore. That's the reason this comes as a related topics. So this is something that you guys can explore a little bit, Google Trends. Another one is the Google Keyword Planner. So I'll just log in there. So adwords.google.com. This keyword planner comes with the AdWords account. So you'll have to create an AdWords account. So I already have an AdWords account. So these two aspects, the keyword planner and Google Trends, we'll be covering more in the next classes. But I'm just covering this now so that you guys can put some effort now, go through these things, create a Google AdWords account and try out some stuff over here. So you can set a budget, you don't have to pay. So there's a billing over here which you don't have to do right now. What you do is that you set a budget and you give different keywords. So here I can give different keywords. Yeah. So again I'm adding so how it works is that you can decide on the budget, you can decide the location, you can select your country, the search network, which all search networks. Yeah, this is the area that I was talking about earlier. So I think Sophia, you had this question right on the different advertisements. So these are the two networks, that is search networks, that is the advertisement which comes when you search for stuff in Google, that comes in google.com. And then the second one is a display network. This is where the advertisement comes in all the websites which are registered with Google for Google AdWords. So as I said earlier, if I have a website, I can register with Google and I can get money by showing Google Ads. So these are the two networks. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here is what we have to do with keywords. Now you add this keyword here. It will give you the relative popularity of the keywords. So yeah. So now it will show how many. Hello. Hello.
I can. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I was getting some disturbance. Yeah. Fine. Yeah. So you have the popularity index over here. How much is coming? So it's like 2,46,000 is coming over here. That is the search popularity. So you can also see. So this is how you have to select the keywords. You have to key in the keywords over here. See, these are the related keywords. We have other keywords like pediatrician near me, pediatricians near me. So these are the search popularity of all these keywords. Or you can see another option is which restaurant. See which restaurant. Again, the popularity is put over here. You can do this. then you are getting the results like which restaurants, which all options are there. So basically this exercise you will have to do. Like after talking to your executives, what you'll do is that you will have a view of your audience, your users. You'll do the segmentation with your marketing guys. That is which all segments are the old people, young people, different genders and all. And then you'll, for each segment, you'll come up with the list of keywords. You might be able to come up with a list of keywords by talking to your prospective users or even checking out what your competitors are up to. So based on all these things, you'll come up with a list of eligible keywords. Now you cannot use all the keywords in your optimization. For that, you have to use the Google Keyword Planner and Google Trends and understand the volume. And after that, you have to come into the actual optimization. Okay. Is that fine?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have a question. So these Google AdWords, like if we have any website, so we can use on that time, or like simply we can, for as a trying, we can use the Google AdWords.
Yeah.
Like suppose I write a book and I want to publish that book in Google AdWords way. So that time I can use this one.
Yes, that time you can use this one. Even without your own website, you can use this. You need a Gmail account
Okay.
and then create an AdWords. And in your AdWords, you'll have to tell about your business and then select all these options. And you can give it trial and error and understand how keywords are working. And if you go ahead and do the billing, then you'll have to give the website details. Then Google will do a verification whether you are the actual website owner. And then if you give the money to Google, then it's up to the AdWords. You'll have to do all the, you can do all the AdWords stuff. Okay. So even without a website, you can try it out. This
Okay, so these these things, like as you mentioned, the pediatricians. So these things we can check by simply putting the things to know about the keywords which are in the working and the label. So we can do simply without having a website. A
yeah,
website is purposely for billing, right?
yeah, correct.
Okay.
So even the trends is completely open. You don't need to have a different account. Only Google account is required. So in trends, you can key in the keyword and understand how it is happening. You can compare different keywords. So what happens is that pediatrician or child specialist, which one is more popular? So that is one, those are some of the doubts that you'll be having when you optimize keywords, because pediatricians and child specialists is one and the same thing. It's all about usage. So we have to understand what people are looking for. Are people looking for child specialist or are people looking for pediatrician? So that decision you can take by checking the popularity. If pediatricians are more, if the keyword pediatrician is more popular than child specialist, then you'll have to do the optimization for pediatrician. So all these decisions you can take based on these tools. Okay. So in the next class, we'll deep dive into on-page optimization and off-page optimization, and we'll see further more details and examples. And after the second class, I would advise you to go through the midterm paper and the assignment. And the assignment is around, I'll give you an intro and the assignment. Assignment is about a company that I'm working with currently. So this is a company that I'm working with. They have given the SEO work to me. I'm working with them. So they are a parent-teacher engagement platform. They have a mobile app which is being used by parents to communicate with teachers regarding their students' progress, etc. Now, back to business. The point is they have a website. They want to make sure that it is SEO compatible, and they want to make sure that this website ranks top in a list of keywords. So in the assignment, the details are given. So you can go through all the stuff after the second class. So after the second class, you'll be more or less equipped to, do all this stuff. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
No, sir. Okay.
Okay. So we'll wrap up for now, and we'll meet next Sunday, same time.
Sure, sir. Thank
Okay.
you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Bye.